Hey everyone, welcome to another $1,000 strap search. I've got my $1,000 in singles here and I'm about to show you what I found. But before I do, let's talk about this week's tip. Now, there are many different ways that you're going to be handling money, whether it's in change, whether it's tipping someone, whether it's getting tipped, whether it's finding money on the ground, whatever. There's all kinds of ways for you to be coming into contact with money. And the thing to remember is check every note you touch. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Don't just reserve your strap searching finds for strap searches. Just because you don't handle 100 singles every day doesn't mean you shouldn't look at the 5 or 6 you do. You'd be surprised at some of the stuff that you'd find in there. One of the ways that I get money, of course, I'm an Uber driver and I get tips in cash on occasion. And I was able to get this particular note. Now, I haven't looked it up yet. I'm going to put it in my stack and we will see where it turns out. But I did notice that it was a star note and it starts with a couple zeros. It's from 2013. So I'll look it up to see if it's a rare or not. But the point is that normally when I receive $1, it's $1 tip, okay, or whatever the amount of the tip is. But with this, now I've got part of my collection because I know I'm going to end up keeping this regardless of whether or not it's rare or not. So this is more than just $1 tip to me. It's an addition to my collection. And the only reason I know that is because when someone handed me the tip, I checked. So yeah, every time you get money handed to you, absolutely take a look at it and see what it is, because you never know where that next big find is going to be. Everything that I find in strap searches is a note that was handed from one person to another. That's called circulated. Most of my finds are circulated, so they've been through dozens of hands, but nobody bothered to look down. Strap searching is just a way to handle all these notes all at once. So don't forget to check out the stuff that you handle on a day-to-day basis. All right, so that's my tip for this week. Let's slide these out of the way. Let's take a look at what I found. Got a pretty good stack this time. Found a Where's George. Very familiar with that one. I think I can still type these in. I'll give it a shot. And I found another one, the exact same seal on there, so I know I can log both of these in. And then I found this Where's George. That one I don't think I can log. I will make the attempt, but since I've found more than 20 of these, I don't think it's going to let me put it in. But I will give it a shot anyway. Found a birthday note, 1982, January 1st, or 1982, the 1st of January. I'm sure someone born on the 1st of January would love to have that particular note. Found some trinaries, 3s, 5s, and 7s. Yes, if you get rid of that 3, it's a radar, 7557, 557, but we don't get rid of numbers. That's an almoster, and almost doesn't count. That's a trinary. Not worth anything more, just a trinary. I save them. I'm looking to find repeating notes. Here's another trinary, 0s, 2s, and 3s. This trinary is 3s, 5s, and 9s. And here we have 1s, 3s, and 7s. This is quads. Quad 2s, starting off with 4 2s in a row. Quad 3s on this one. Quad 4s. This one has quad 5s. Kind of neat with quad 5s and the S at the end, because S resembles the 5 like that. So pretty interesting. Quad 6s, and it has a 5th 6. Another quad 6s. This one's quad 9s. And another quad 9s. This one's in really good shape too. Some stars, 2017 star note, always checking to make sure that those stars aren't filled. 2017 star, another 2017, another 2017. This one's in pretty good shape. H is not one that's mass produced. That's got a chance to be rare. Another 2017, not filled. Somebody wrote on it. That's too bad. So if it's not rare, it's going to go back in circulation. Older note, 2013. 2013 New York note. Possible duplicate note. So I will have to check this one. Another 2013 from New York. When I say duplicate notes, what happened was in 2013, the Federal Reserve told Washington and told Fort Worth, Texas to print star notes for New York. The problem is they didn't tell either of the two printing places where to start. So this note here, you can see the FW, that means it's Fort Worth. So Fort Worth started at 00000, and Washington also started at 0000. So that's the only difference. You can find notes that have the exact same serial number. Everything's the same. The only difference is these two little digits here, FW, versus if the note was not done in, here, we'll use this one here. Here's from Washington. See how it does not have FW right there? So a Washington note would look like that, and Fort Worth looks like this. Yeah, if you pair those notes, that could be a $50,000 pair for you. So yeah, it's worth saving. It's worth looking them up. Older notes, 2001, 1999. This has got cigarette burns on it all the way through. That's pretty bad. So that's probably going back in circulation. 1999. Another one, not very good shape on this one. A little bit better on this one, 1999 as well. 1995, pretty ratty on this. Another 95 that's in pretty rough shape. And the oldest note, also a 1995, but it's a J note. You don't see a whole lot of those, so maybe it'll fill a hole, maybe not, probably not, but it's in really rough shape. All right, so that's what I found this week. What did I pull out? Well, this may look familiar to some of you guys if you've watched a lot of my stuff in the past. I have a note from D&B Huff. D&B Huff sent me a bunch of stuff, and in there was some of these notes, and this particular one got my attention. This is a 1973 $1 Canadian note. Bank of Canada, you can see it on there. Now, this note, first and foremost, is exceptionally cool because it's a $1 note from Canada, and Canada doesn't make $1 notes anymore. So it's not like you can strap search in Canada like we strap search here. The other thing is that Canada notes right now are polymer notes. They're made of plastic, where this is still made out of paper, or at least as much paper as our notes are made out of. So that's that just to start with. Now, it is a $1 note, and like I said, they don't make those anymore. But if you look at this half of the note, it looks similar to U.S. notes. You've got the black ink on the background like that, just a little bit of color for the serial number. So there's nothing spectacular about that. It's when you look at this side. Check that out. Look at how vibrant those colors are. Even today, after all that time, all the detail on all of those colors. You got the poppies down here. Just such a cool note using the color like that. It is on a yellow note, so I mean you can see it, but I mean you've got the blue, you got the red. Is that blue or green? I think that's blue right there, but it looks like this is, no, that's just an optical illusion. It looks like this is green, but that's just gray over the yellow. So a pretty neat trick with the eyes. But yeah, you can see right here, Ottawa, 1973. Everything on the note is written both in English and in French. If we take a look at the back, just a very cool design. Once again, English on one side, French on the other. Just checking out the design on there. Just a really cool design. The line work is, just exceptional. And then when somebody was telling me about these dots, that was like an anti-counterfeiting thing that's on there right over here. But anyway, the reason why I wanted to bring this out is because I actually have 3 uncut sheets of 1973 Canadian notes. I did do a video on my uncut sheets showing those, and no, I did not cut one of the notes out so I could do this video. I still have the 3 uncut sheets. But yeah, that's why I found this one as fascinating as it was, because this was an individual note from one of the uncut sheets. And now those uncut sheets that I have, they were only available to the public from 1973. You can't get uncut sheets of Canadian notes for other years. And I think they waited until like 1980, what was it, 1987, 89 to release those as uncut sheets. So, I mean, you just can't really find them. So to have an individual note as well as the uncut sheet from the 73 series is a pretty cool thing. So I appreciate this. Thank you very much, DMB Huff, for sending this to me. I know you sent some other stuff, and that stuff's also going to show up in some videos as well. So guys, if you learned anything new this week, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. I love reading all your comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.